used to be, how do you get data? Now it's all about, what do you do with all this data? So what we're trying to do to address this grand challenge in the face of all of these destabilizing factors in agriculture is to make agriculture more precise and more sustainable.
We can't simply double our acreage to produce this food. What we need to do is develop new crop production strategies based on the cloud and the ability to develop repositories for all this data, right? When we combine all this data, we can develop models.
We need maps of the in-field variation that's going on out there. To do that, we need a tremendous amount of data.
But trying to figure out how to consolidate it has been quite a challenge. Right now, we have to take and manually put the data into a program.
What we would like to build towards is a system that's cloud-based, to where we can bring this information from all of our locations back into a single cloud presence.
We're able to generate those maps and recommend to growers how to alter their production on a piece-by-piece basis across that field. It's automated recommendations that growers can act on.
ArcGIS technology is giving growers around the world the necessary tools they need to measure, analyse and understand spatial and temporal variations in their crop growth. With GIS, they can bring together many layers of information, such as soil nutrients, elevation, moisture content, and topography, to produce a map that shows which factors influence yield. They can accurately capture, monitor, and visualize growth and pest risk or damage across a crop site. And then, armed with this information, they can act quickly and improve process planning for future yields.
Improving crop productivity all begins with laying down the groundwork in the field, and making data-driven decisions is no exception to that. There are many ways we can assess the productivity of our crop, whether that be deriving crop health from drone imagery, or in this example, conducting random samples to estimate the average bud count of our kiwifruit blocks. If you watched our health and safety video, you would have seen a Survey 123 form used as a contractor check-in form. However, in this scenario, we've configured the form to collect geolocated information about our orchard. We'll start off by capturing the time and some information about our orchard, including the block number and kiwifruit species. And we can then enter our result from our random sampling. Below this, we have a geopoint location, which by default captures my current location. And I've also included a section for notes and images if necessary. And by clicking Submit, this information will feed directly into the web application I've configured. In this dashboard, we're comparing how the yield of our kiwifruit crop varies across space, such as between blocks and species, and also across time, how the bud count and dry matter compares to previous years and forecasted targets. If I zoom into the map, you can see that the information in this dashboard is driven from data like the sample I captured in the field, which is used to calculate the average bud count and symbolize my map based on this value. By creating charts like these, we can visualize trends across harvests, and this begins to open up questions such as what factors are influencing our crop yield between blocks and between years. Well, GIS can take away some of the guessing work and help us to understand these patterns with the use of spatial analysis to see which physical, biological, or chemical factors may be influencing our crop productivity. For example, this could be based on the spatial distribution of plant supplements, environmental variables such as frost or soil, or perhaps pest infestations. And each of these factors could be another layer in your map to help you understand how you can improve crop health and yield.